Oh no, I rubbed Tracy out. I wanted to keep Tracy. So let's say neurotypical Tracy is just walking around her house looking for all of the products that she needs to add to her grocery list. So she's looking for what's missing, right? So she goes into the toilet and there's no toilet paper. So usually where there's like a stack of big, like all of the rolls in the bathroom, there's no toilet paper. So she immediately adds toilet paper to her list, right? Her list, toilet paper, added. Whereas neurodivergent Savannah, me, is likely not to notice the absence of toilet paper as a signal that we need more of it. And this is this funny little thing called Object Permanence. That may not be how you spell it. Spelling was never my strong suit. An object permanence is basically if you can't see it, then it doesn't exist. So as in I can't see the toilet paper there, meaning it doesn't exist, so toilet paper is not an issue that I need to worry about, and we're not lacking toilet paper. It just like ceases to exist from the whole world at all. It's crazy, right? However, say I'm sitting down on the toilet, I use the last of that roll, I see that we only have one roll left, so I replace the roll, but now we've got no toilet paper. There's 3 different paths I could kind of take here, and I've taken all 3 and still do kind of take all 3 sometimes. So path 1 is I think I'll remember it later, I'll add it to the list in a couple of days when I'm doing grocery shopping. Yeah, nah. I think we all know why that's an issue. Hello, object permanence. 2 is I could leave the empty cardboard loo roll so that when I do go around the house looking at if we're missing any products, I see the empty loo roll and then I can add it to the list. That's a 50-50 going to work scenario. The dogs will probably just grab the loo roll and chew it up and then it will be gone. Or I'll be like, I wonder who left a loo roll there. That's a silly thing to do, and just put it in the bin. Or it'll just sit there and for so long that it just becomes part of the house. And that's just where that loo roll lives for the rest of its life, and that's normal. And now I don't even see it exists because it's always there. Does that sound familiar? Or third, which is the option I like to choose as much as I possibly can, is put it straight in the Woolies cart while I'm sitting on the loo, and instead of continuing to scroll Instagram, I'm going to put it in the Woolies cart so that it gets ordered in time. Do you see, by me knowing about object permanence helps me identify when object permanence is going to become an issue for me so that I can see that roadblock and I can remove it and install a strategy that's actually going to work for me. If you continue to go through life blind to all of the symptoms or traits of ADHD and autism, you will continue to have the same problems over and over and over again. But if you sit down and you have a clear look at all of the symptoms, and I truly believe there's about 22 core ADHD and autism symptoms that can connect to pretty much all of the problems I have had in my life. And by understanding those 22 symptoms, traits, I can connect every single issue that I have in my life to one of those, and then that gives me a very clear understanding of what I need to do. So for all these little problems that I have in my life that continue to fucking annoy me and fuck me off and stop me from being able to do things, right? If I could funnel all of those through these different traits or symptoms of ADHD and autism, if I can connect all of these go to this one, all of this goes to here, this goes to here, this goes to here, all the object permanence ones, I understand now as being object permanence. So then there's pretty much 1 or 2, maybe 3 different solutions that I can install every time I'm encountering an object permanence issue. So I can actually solve hundreds of my issues by understanding one symptom. So imagine if you could understand all 22 of the main ADHD and autism symptoms or traits, how many problems you could solve by doing so. And then rather than installing one little coping mechanism or accommodation for each singular problem, you're actually only installing 1 to 3 strategies that cover all of them. I'm going to write this once. Work smarter. I can't write fast enough. Work smarter, not harder. And I've built out the exact resource that you need to understand all 22 symptoms, traits. There's 550 real life examples. All of these little examples of where they show up, there's 25 examples per symptom so that you can actually identify in your life where these things are popping up so that you know what they're associated to, which symptom or trait are they actually originating from. And then you can install a few strategies that are going to help with that. But you can only do that if you can identify how it shows up in your life, actually make sense of what the symptom or trait is and how it works, to then be able to solve it. So the solutions mean fuck all if you don't actually know all of this first. And this is why you can probably tell I don't give you solutions to things, because you are smart fucking neurodivergent people. You do not need me to give you a solution. You will know the solution if you can understand why it happens in the first place, what it's associated with. You can find your own solutions, babe. You actually don't need me for that. However, I gave you a good one for when you run out of toilet paper. So follow me for more educational content based on like how I see the world. Comment clarity if you want the resource that I created to help you understand. Let's get a more dramatic color going on here. Understand why that did not have the effect that I wanted it to have. Understand why you do all of this. Get the 550 real life examples. Get the 22 traits, symptoms of ADHD and autism explained simply. And also get the scorecards that help you visualize just how much all of these things might be fucking you up, so that it gives you the energy you need to start solving them. You do not have to continue to struggle. I literally have all the answers in this fucking book. So comment clarity. Let me send you the link to the book. If you've got any questions, DM me. Love you, bye.